Chapter 1: The Unseen World. The documentary opens with the haunting sounds of a high-security prison, the clang of heavy doors, distant shouts, and the rhythmic echo of footsteps against cold concrete. A narrator's voice cuts through the cacophony, painting a vivid picture of life behind bars, where steel walls confine bodies but not the spirit. This journey aims to unearth the stories nestled within these walls, illuminating the lives of diverse inmates who navigate their existence in isolation. With each diary entry, listeners will dive deep into the thoughts, struggles, and fleeting moments of hope that define these individuals. As the camera pans across weary faces, the narrator introduces the significance of personal narratives, laying the groundwork for an exploration that transcends crime and punishment. This chapter invites you to step into a world often overlooked, where echoes of humanity resonate amidst despair and longing for connection. Chapter 2: The Weight of Solitude. In the hushed corridors of the prison, solitude weighs like a heavy shroud, enveloping the lives of inmates who grapple with its suffocating embrace. As the days blend into one another, their diary entries echo a common thread of yearning for connection, articulating the longing for companionship in a world defined by isolation. Tony writes of the stark silence that fills his cell, a stark contrast to the vibrant chaos he once knew. Sarah's words reveal the ache of separation from loved ones, her heart heavy with unspoken apologies. Marcus reflects on the irony of being surrounded by people, yet feeling utterly alone, while Samuel shares the wisdom of old wounds, reminding others that solitude can forge inner strength. Thus, through their writings, these inmates confront the profound loneliness of their existence, and in doing so, they uncover shared vulnerabilities that begin to weave a fragile tapestry of hope amidst the isolation. Chapter 3: Voices from the Past. In this chapter, we delve into the poignant histories of our four central inmates, Tony, Sarah, Marcus, and Samuel, revealing the pivotal moments that led them to the confines of a high-security prison. Through their diary entries, we hear the echoes of their past lives. Tony, once a revered gang leader, reflects on choices rooted in loyalty and violence, grappling with regret and a longing for redemption. Sarah reveals her tumultuous relationship, which spiraled into a crime of passion, leaving her questioning her worth and seeking forgiveness. Marcus, the tech-savvy millennial, shares tales of ambition and the allure of the digital underworld, a world that ultimately landed him behind bars. Samuel, the wise elder, recounts a life filled with both triumphs and failures, his reflective words serving as a bridge between generations of inmates. Each voice intertwines to form a rich tapestry of humanity, marked by hardship, yet illuminated by resilience. Chapter 4: The Art of Redemption. In the confines of his cell, Tony transforms the stark, gray walls into vibrant canvases that reflect his turbulent emotions and longing for redemption. His diary entries chronicle the journey of self-discovery through art, revealing the cathartic power of creativity. Each brushstroke becomes an extension of his soul, allowing him to confront the guilt and pain stemming from his past decisions as a gang leader. Through his art, Tony forges connections with fellow inmates, who come to appreciate the beauty amidst their bleak surroundings. He writes about moments of inspiration, where colors blend and merge, symbolizing hope and the complexity of his journey. In these fragments of expression, Tony discovers not only a means to cope, but also a path toward forgiveness and self-acceptance. As he reflects on the therapeutic nature of painting, Tony acknowledges that while he is incarcerated, he can cultivate his spirit and redefine who he aspires to be. Chapter 5: Choices and Consequences. Sarah's diary reflects the turmoil of her life as she confronts the haunting moments that led her to this prison cell. Imprisoned for a crime of passion, she grapples with feelings of guilt and remorse as she chronicles her most intimate thoughts. Each entry reveals her struggle to understand her actions, providing insight into the relationship that spiraled out of control. "I thought love would save us," she writes, "but it only blinded me to the truth." Her words echo with the weight of her regret, as she reflects on the moments of joy intertwined with jealousy and anger. Through her diary, Sarah seeks forgiveness, not just from those she hurt, but from herself. Each day is a battle against despair, yet beneath her grief lies a flickering hope for redemption. Her narrative serves as a poignant reminder of the far-reaching consequences of our choices, urging listeners to contemplate the fragility of life and love. Chapter 6. Tech Behind Bars. Marcus leans against the cold, concrete wall of his cell, fingers tapping nervously on the worn-out pages of his diary. In a world dominated by screens, he feels out of place, yet determined to bridge the gap between his passion for technology and life behind bars. His entries detail his ambitious plans to educate fellow inmates on coding and computer literacy, an oasis of hope in their bleak surroundings. Through his words, he paints a picture of late-night tension and camaraderie in the small study group, where laughter often rises above the oppressive silence. The tech-savvy inmate finds solace in sharing his knowledge, teaching others to navigate the digital world as a means of empowering themselves. Each lesson is a testament to resilience, proof that even in confinement, the pursuit of growth and knowledge can ignite sparks of possibility. In his heart, Marcus knows that understanding technology could be their ticket to a brighter future. Chapter 7. Wisdom of the Elder. In this chapter, we delve into the life and insights of Samuel, a seasoned inmate whose years behind bars have endowed him with invaluable wisdom. Samuel's diary entries reflect on his past, filled with rich experiences both enlightening and regretful. As he nails his thoughts down on paper, he recalls moments of joy and pain, contemplating the choices that led him to this place. Samuel takes on the role of a mentor, sharing his knowledge with younger inmates seeking guidance. His entries reveal heartfelt conversations with these men and women, discussions about regret, redemption, and the importance of learning from one's mistakes. He motivates them to embrace education and self-improvement, often reminding them that failure need not define one's identity. Through Samuel's stories, we witness the profound impact of mentorship. His presence becomes a beacon of hope, illuminating the path toward growth and the possibility of redemption amidst the darkness of confinement. Chapter 8. Building Community. As the days blur into one another within the stark confines of the prison, a sense of unexpected camaraderie blossoms among the inmates. In their shared isolation, bonds often flourish in the most unlikely circumstances. Tony's diary reflects a burst of laughter during a makeshift game night, where the clatter of plastic cups echoes against cold concrete walls. His words capture the joy that swells as they compete, each moment of levity a fleeting escape from their harsh realities. Sarah writes about her newfound friendships, formed over shared meals and whispered stories in the darkness of their cells. She finds solace in the collective strength of her peers, realizing that vulnerability can cultivate deep connections. Inmates mentor one another, Marcus teaching tech skills to those eager to learn, while Samuel shares life lessons honed over decades. This chapter encapsulates the profound truth. Even in confinement, humanity prevails, thriving on shared experiences and compassion. Chapter 9. Reflections on Freedom. In the confines of their cells, dreams of freedom often swirl like whispered secrets. Through the diary of Sarah, listeners gain insight into the poignant longing for a life beyond concrete walls. I picture the sunlight streaming through trees, she writes, the laughter of children echoing in the park. Those fleeting thoughts of escape reveal the emotional weight of unfulfilled aspirations. Interspersed with her entries are snippets of phone conversations with her family, filled with love yet tinged with sorrow. Her mother's voice, tremulous and supportive, contrasts sharply with the harshness of prison life. "I just want to hold you again," her mother whispers, igniting Sarah's desire for reconciliation. Similarly, Tony reflects on his daughter's upcoming graduation, battling feelings of guilt and hope simultaneously. For Marcus, freedom entails using his tech skills to rebuild a life, while Samuel dreams of imparting his wisdom to the world outside. Together, these reflections paint a vivid tapestry of hope, intertwined with the harsh reality of their imprisonment. Chapter 10. The Power of Words. In the oppressive silence of their cells, the inmates discover an unexpected refuge in writing. This chapter delves into the transformative power of words as they participate in a creative writing workshop led by a compassionate volunteer. Diary entries reveal the inmates' raw emotions, fear, regret, hope, poured onto pages that become mirrors of their souls. For Tony, penning poems becomes a means of channeling his turbulent past into something beautiful. while Sarah writes letters to her younger self, seeking to reconnect with the innocence she lost. Marcus shares insights on technology, crafting pieces that weave his digital expertise with prison life, while Samuel offers wisdom in his reflective essays, urging the younger inmates to learn from their mistakes. Amidst the harshness of confinement, these acts of expression foster a sense of community and healing, uniting their disparate experiences through the shared voice of humanity. Chapter 11. Confronting the Past. As the inmates sit in the stifling heat of the common room, the weight of their choices hangs heavily in the air. The sound of the clock ticking mirrors the urgency in their hearts as they prepare for a therapeutic session designed to confront their pasts. Through their diary entries, they share raw confessions, illuminating the pain underlying their decisions. Tony reflects on the lives he affected as a gang leader, struggling with guilt and regret. Sarah's voice quivers as she recounts the night of her crime, grappling with the intersection of love and desperation that led her to this moment. Each story reveals layers of complexity, challenging the simplistic views of their actions. The atmosphere is thick with tension, yet there is a glimmer of hope. By facing their pasts, they inch closer to personal redemption, beckoning the possibility of healing and growth amidst the corridors of confinement. Chapter 12. Paths to Transformation. As the days blend into weeks, the inmates at the high-security prison engage in various rehabilitation programs designed to foster personal growth and healing. Diary entries reflect moments of profound change, showcasing Tony discovering purpose through art therapy, channeling his emotions onto the canvas. Sarah, through counseling, confronts her past choices and begins to understand the layers of her identity that extend beyond her crime. Marcus organizes tech workshops for fellow inmates, igniting a spark of curiosity and ambition in those around him. Samuel shares wisdom gained from a lifetime of experiences, guiding younger inmates towards self-reflection and acceptance. These transformative journeys are not without struggle. Fear and vulnerability often accompany their progress. Yet, as they support one another through therapy sessions, they begin to forge a new understanding of themselves and their potential. Each diary entry serves as a testament to resilience, illuminating the power of change that exists even within prison walls. Chapter 13. The Hope of Release. As the date of their potential release approaches, a whirlwind of emotions engulfs the inmates. The countdown brings both excitement and uncertainty. Tony fills his diary with sketches of landscapes he dreams of painting, envisioning a world beyond the prison walls. Sarah wrestles with anxiety, reflecting on the relationships she hopes to mend, while grappling with the fear of repeating past mistakes. Marcus shares his aspirations in a heartfelt entry, detailing plans to pursue a career in tech and help at-risk youth avoid his path. Samuel, rocking in his chair, contemplates the legacy he wishes to leave behind, documenting advice he hopes will guide younger inmates. Amidst this emotional turmoil, camaraderie is palpable. They gather for group discussions, exchanging hopes and doubts, providing support as each inmate confronts the reality of their past and the uncertain promise of freedom. Will they emerge transformed, ready to embrace new beginnings?